Yo boys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel, and girls if there's any of you watching. And yes, again we're doing another video on Call of Duty, but no, not Call of Duty World War II, the series in general. What made it great in its prime, and what's stopping it from progressing on and being a great game now? Because we all know, you can't deny it, the last 3 or 4 years have been cash grabs by Activision and all the goddamn developers involved. Infinite Warfare, utter shit. COD World War II, utter shit. Advanced Warfare, utter shit. Ghosts, utter shit. Black Ops 3, meh, it was okay, but by no means anywhere up to the level of Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, COD World at War, Black Ops 2. It was mediocre at best. So the first question we need to ask, or you need to ask yourselves, is why did you love Call of Duty originally? Whether that was back in 2010, 2011, or goddamn 2012. Why did you love the franchise originally? For the amazing over-the-top set pieces, which are now there. They're still there, but they're just the most unrealistic thing you'll ever see. It's like Michael Bay is directing every single Call of Duty cutscene. But instead of Michael Bay, they've got Michael Bay's retarded little brother who's directing the scenes. And Michael Bay's scenes are over the top as it is. But Michael Bay's retarded little brother's just going fucking woo. They don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Are you retarded?
Okay boys, let me put this into perspective. We went from having villains like Makarov to fucking Kevin Spacey. Now he may look like a good villain now because he's been raping some kids, but how the fuck do we go from villains like Makarov and Noriega to fucking Kevin Spacey and Jon Bastard Snow? How do they expect that's gonna go? Well, the Call of Duty games now are just beyond ridiculous. In the old games, when you thwarted the villain, you felt a sense of accomplishment. Now you just feel like, am I on some sort of TV show? All of the villains are just celebrities. Makarov was built up spectacularly over 3 different games as like the second-hand man, then coming up with this amazing master plan where he kills all these Russians in an airport. Then what the fuck are the villains now? Does anyone actually remember the villain from Black Ops 3? I don't. Does anyone remember the villain from Ghosts? I think it was called Rourke, but the villains are just so bad now compared to what they were in Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, World at War. I mean, Call of Duty World War 2 didn't even have a main villain. To make that game 10 times more compelling, they could have put some sort of evil Nazi behind the master plan of killing all the Americans and killing all the Jews, but no, they marketed it like that in the trailers. Then when you played the actual game, there was no villain, no main villain anyway. You were just fighting against the Nazi regime, which it's been done over 100 different times. Call of Duty is losing its way, and we need to get it into Activision's head that they need to put a main villain and they need to have compelling story, not the same shit that's been done 50 times already. Sci-fi shit's been done time and time again, better by other goddamn publishers and other developers. The same with World War II. They did it better themselves in the past with World at War. World at War was 50 times the game World War II was. That is a goddamn fact. It was 50 times the game World War II isn't. No one can say otherwise. I'm going to show you just some examples of the characters we've had in the past, and then you compare them to the characters we've got now, and you tell me why Call of Duty is failing.
Kill it.
Yeah, that's it. Kill me, egghead.
Anything wrong?
And you spineless piece of shit, getting others to do your dirty work. What kind of man are you? Huh?
Show your loyalty by following my orders, Fatty.
Do it, egghead. Do your job. Now, Fatty. Do it, man.
You think because you say nothing, you are strong? 貴様は強くない。強情なやつめ。
Don't tell him a fucking thing.
米兵どもはみんなこうなのか。誰とも殺せ。
Go to hell.
You betrayed us, Farid. And for what? To those you serve, your life means nothing!
No шевелитесь, get in! We've sent a strong message with this attack, Makarov.
That was no message. This is a message. The American thought he could deceive us. When they find that body, all of Russia will cry for war.
The ancient Spartans knew the true meaning of warfare. But that truth has been lost to us for 2 millennia.
What of your son, Will? What was he? Wheat or chaff?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
I mean, come on, we're playing Call of Duty. I was reading a fucking history book. What is this? We're about ancient Spartans and wheat and chaff, and what the fuck is he on about? I absolutely wanted to shoot myself during this scene. This is one of the most boring torture scenes I've ever seen in my goddamn life. Never mind in a Call of Duty game, one of the most boring in my goddamn life. And this is the person you're meant to fear all the way through Advanced Warfare. All I thought the worst thing he could do to me was tickle my belly button. He is just an awful, awful villain, and at the time was one of the biggest people in Hollywood, and this was the main villain. He was awful.
What did you just say to me? You heard me. Better leave while you can still walk.
What, son? I'll give it you. You want to do with me?
Davis told me it wasn't your fault. You were only trying to do right by your platoon.
Get out! Get out!
I'm not going anywhere.
I said get out! God damn it!
Look at that. We've got Kevin Spacey going on about fucking Spartans in a Call of Duty game. How have we gone from villains like Menendez, Makarov, Noriega, to fucking Kevin Spacey? It's mind-boggling that we've gone from such compelling villains to these no-personality fuckwits that are just getting hired and they're just taking a massive check home. They're all celebrities. That's all Call of Duty care about now in Activision, is the sales and the celebrities. But the funny thing is, these new games are not even selling nowhere near as many copies as the old games. Like Black Ops 2, I believe, is still the highest selling Call of Duty ever. Now, you may be thinking, why is Sergeant Pearson in there? Because he's the most fucking villainous character in Call of Duty World War II. That game was shit. And to say we've got a villain on his own team, that dude was so fucking annoying. He was the worst character I think I've ever seen in a Call of Duty, bar Kevin Spacey's character. This dude was meant to be on your team, yet he made more remarks and acted more of an arsehole than any of the goddamn Nazis. Halfway through the campaign, I would have rather said, right, here you go, you can join the Germans, and I would have left and I would have shot that prick in the head. He's the nearest thing to a villain in COD World War II. That shows how far down this franchise has gone. That we've got an ally who is meant to portray the villain in COD World War II, and he still does it shit. He still does it shit. Now, the lack of diverse missions in Call of Duty is quite scary. The missions that we got in Call of Duty Modern Warfare, World at War, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3 had tons of variety. Now we find ourselves doing the same mission over and over and over again with a different objective. Basically, it's a shooting gallery. You walk to one point, then walk back to the other, extract someone, then walk back to the other point, then continue to go forward, then go back. Whereas in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, World at War, the original Modern Warfare, there was variation. You had your cool stealth missions, your sniper missions, your all-out guns blazing missions, your vehicle missions. Now all of those seem absent. To be honest, they were some of the best selling points of Call of Duty. Believe it or not, lots of the fan base back in Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 2 times bought Call of Duty for, wait for it, the campaign. Yes, people actually bought the game for its campaign, and I was one of them, because the campaigns in Call of Duty were the best out of any first-person shooter. Battlefield didn't even come close back then. But now we're in the sad time where Battlefield is destroying Call of Duty. It's published by fucking EA. And EA are arguably the worst goddamn publisher in the world. But Battlefield is taking a massive shit on Call of Duty the last couple of years. Now, one of the main things in a Call of Duty game, especially in the campaign, is building that attachment to the characters, that you care about them, you care what happens, and you don't want anything bad to happen to them unless they're the villain. When you finally defeat the villain or kill the villain, you should feel a sense of accomplishment, you should feel like you've done something amazing, and that is something the old Call of Duties did to a T. They did that perfectly, and it's been lacking in the last 4 Call of Duties. Definitely. Nowhere near the level it was in Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare, Call of Duty World at War. Black Ops 2 did it amazingly, and we've not seen a game do it since Modern Warfare 3. Ghosts, didn't care. Advanced Warfare, didn't care. Kevin Spacey was an absolute joke in that game. Infinite Warfare, played an hour and wanted to shoot myself, so again, didn't care. No Call of Duty game yet has topped the feeling that I had when defeating Makarov. After chasing the dude for the most of Modern Warfare 2 and then all of Modern Warfare 3, the fucking sense of accomplishment I got when he was dangling from the roof in Modern Warfare 3 was unmatchable. No Call of Duty game since then has matched that feeling in the slightest. And that is so disappointing, and that is one of the reasons I believe Call of Duty is on a steadily slope going down. And now 90% of the audience is just goddamn 10-year-olds, 11-year-olds, and just squeakers screaming down the mic. And they don't give a shit about the campaign because all they play is multiplayer and troll people. Call of Duty is a troller's goddamn home. That's all 90% of the servers consist of now. Children and trolls. YouTube says the exact same things. There's that many trolling channels based around Call of Duty. I've lost goddamn count. And they're all fucking thriving. Because that's all Call of Duty is. A toxic community full of kids who don't give a shit about the amazing campaigns anymore. That's why they're not amazing. Infinity Ward really tried with Infinite Warfare. And it fell flat on its face. In my opinion anyway. And that is the reason I believe Call of Duty is just not thriving anymore. And those are the things I believe they need to do to bring it back to its roots. Now, of course, this is all subjective. These are the things I believe Activision need to implement within their studios to ensure that the next Call of Duty is successful. We need a great villain. We need moments where we care about the characters. When Ghost died, I was shook. As stupid as it sounds, I was shook. I cared about the characters in the last... goddamn, I can't remember since when, like 2012. I've not cared about any character in any Call of Duty game. And that is pretty sad, considering Call of Duty is one of my favourite franchises of all time. Now that may shock some of you because you think I hate Call of Duty. I by no means hate it. I hate what it's become from what it was. Now sure, it had season passes before, but there was no pay to win shit. There was no crates. There was none of that crap. You had a season pass for 3 or 4 map packs. That was it. No shit invaded actual gameplay. You didn't get new guns with the season pass. You just got the maps. That is what I believe they should return to, but I know they won't because it doesn't make enough money. But Modern Warfare, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, fantastic games, all had fantastic villains. I hope Activision one day see this video and return to what they used to do great, or just fire Sledgehammer Games. I have no faith in them whatsoever. Every single game they've helped on or created has been a massive pile of trash. All they do is cram the campaign with cutscenes and bullshit celebrity cameos that no one cares about. If you don't believe me, go and watch Advanced Warfare's campaign and go and watch Call of Duty World War II's campaign, and you will believe me. That is it though, boys. If you did enjoy the video and you agree with what I was saying, please hit the thumbs up. This video took a lot of editing and a lot of recording, and I do appreciate the thumbs up and the comment. It helps a lot. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to smash the dislike. If you haven't already, please follow me on Twitter. It will be linked below. I post there daily. I post some funny shit, so go and give me a follow. Thank you all for watching. I love you all, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right, 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside him now, living my life, getting our dreams. People told me slow my roll, I'm screaming out.